In the quiet suburb of Willow Creek, where maple trees lined the streets like silent guardians and the evenings carried the faint scent of blooming jasmine, lived Ethan Harper. At 25, Ethan was the epitome of quiet strength, a freelance graphic designer with tousled chestnut hair, piercing hazel eyes, and a smile that could disarm even the weariest soul. He had grown up in the shadow of loss. His parents had passed away in a car accident when he was just 18, leaving him to navigate the world alone. But Ethan found solace in his friendships, particularly with his childhood best friend, Alex Rivera. Alex, a charismatic 26-year-old marketing executive with a laugh that echoed like summer thunder, had always been Ethan's anchor. They met in middle school, bonding over comic books and late-night video games. Alex's family had become Ethan's surrogate one, especially after his tragedy. His mother, Sophia Rivera, was the heart of it all. At 48, Sophia was a vision of graceful resilience, her raven hair cascaded in soft waves, framing deep emerald eyes that held stories of joy and sorrow. Widowed young after Alex's father died of cancer, she had raised her son with unwavering love, working as a high school literature teacher to keep their modest home afloat. It was a crisp autumn afternoon when the chain of events began. Alex had called Ethan in a panic. "Dude, the roof's leaking like crazy after that storm last night. Mom's freaking out. Water's everywhere in the attic. I can't get off work till late. Can you swing by and check it out? You're handy with that stuff." Ethan didn't hesitate. He grabbed his toolbox and drove over, the familiar driveway welcoming him like an old friend. Sophia answered the door, her apron dusted with flour from baking, her way of coping with stress. "Ethan, thank goodness you're here," she said, her voice warm but edged with worry. "I don't know what we'd do without you." He spent the next few hours patching the roof, sealing cracks, and mopping up the mess. By dusk, the house was dry, and Sophia insisted he stay for dinner. Alex arrived just in time, clapping Ethan on the back. "You're a lifesaver, man. Seriously." As Ethan prepared to leave, Sophia walked him to the door. In the dim porch light, she leaned in close, her breath a soft whisper against his ear. "You deserve more than just a thank you," she murmured, her hand lingering on his arm for a moment longer than necessary. Her eyes met his, sparkling with something unspoken, gratitude, perhaps, or the spark of something deeper. And that's when it all began. Ethan drove home that night with his mind racing. Sophia's words echoed like a melody he couldn't shake. He told himself it was nothing, just a kind gesture from a woman who had always treated him like family. But over the next few days, the memory lingered. He found himself texting Alex more often, casually asking about Sophia. "How's your mom holding up with the roof fixed?" One evening, Sophia called him directly. "Ethan, I hate to bother you again, but the garden shed's door is jammed. Alex is out of town for work. Could you?" He arrived promptly, tools in hand. As he worked, Sophia brought him lemonade, sitting on the porch steps to chat. They talked about everything. Books she loved, like Jane Austen's Tales of Hidden Passions, his designs, inspired by the chaos of life, her dreams deferred after her husband's death. "I've spent so long being Alex's mom," she confessed, her voice soft. "Sometimes I forget who Sophia is." Ethan paused, hammer in hand. "You're more than that. You're incredible. Strong, kind, beautiful." The words slipped out before he could stop them. She blushed, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. "You're too sweet, Ethan. But thank you. It's been ages since anyone saw me that way." That night, as he left, she hugged him, a simple embrace that felt electric. Her whisper returned, "You deserve more." This time, it was accompanied by a gentle kiss on his cheek, her lips soft and warm. Days turned into weeks, and their interactions deepened. Ethan found excuses to visit, helping with groceries, fixing a leaky faucet, or just dropping by for coffee. Sophia's home became his sanctuary, her presence a balm to his lonely heart. One rainy afternoon, as thunder rumbled outside, they sat in the living room, sharing stories. Sophia opened up about her marriage, the love that had faded into routine before tragedy struck. "I was so young when I married. I thought that was it, my story written. But life has a way of surprising you." Ethan shared his own scars, the emptiness after his parents' death, the fear of never truly belonging. "With you and Alex, I feel like I have a family again." Their eyes locked, and in that moment, the air thickened with unspoken desire. Sophia reached out, her fingers tracing his jawline. "Ethan," she whispered, "you've given me more than repairs. You've reminded me I'm alive." He leaned in, and their lips met in a kiss that was tentative at first, then fervent, a release of pent-up emotions. It was wrong, he knew, Alex's mom, his best friend's mother. But it felt inevitable, like fate weaving threads they couldn't unravel. Their secret affair blossomed in stolen moments. Mornings when Alex was at work, Ethan would slip over, and they'd lose themselves in each other. Sophia's touch was tender yet passionate, her experience guiding him through waves of intimacy he'd never known. "I've never felt this wanted," she confessed one afternoon, her head on his chest as they lay in her bed, sheets tangled around them. Ethan traced patterns on her skin. "You deserve to feel this every day, Sophia. You're radiant." But guilt gnawed at him. Alex was oblivious, still his loyal friend, inviting him to barbecues and game nights. "Mom seems happier lately," Alex remarked once. "Whatever you're doing, keep it up." Ethan forced a smile, the weight of deception growing heavier. Sophia felt it too. "We can't keep this from him forever," she said one night, tears in her eyes. "But how do we tell him? He'll hate us." They decided to end it, for Alex's sake. But fate intervened. One evening, as Ethan helped Sophia with dinner, Alex due home any minute, a storm knocked out the power. In the candlelight, their resolve crumbled. They made love on the kitchen floor, whispers of, "I love you," escaping in the darkness. Alex walked in earlier than expected, the door creaking open to reveal them in a compromising embrace. The shock on his face was a dagger to Ethan's heart. "What the hell?" Alex roared, dropping his keys. Sophia scrambled to her feet, pulling on her robe. "Alex, please, let us explain." But Alex's eyes blazed with betrayal. "My best friend and my mom. How long? How could you?" Ethan stood, shame flooding him. "Alex, I never meant." "Get out," Alex shouted, pointing to the door. "Both of you." "No, just you, Ethan. You're dead to me." Ethan left, the rain mirroring his tears. He wandered the streets, heart shattered. Sophia called him later, sobbing. "He's devastated. He won't talk to me." For weeks, silence reigned. Ethan threw himself into work, but the void was unbearable. He missed Sophia's laugh, her wisdom, her love. And Alex, his brother in all but blood. One day, a letter arrived from Sophia. "My dearest Ethan, I've told Alex everything, how you mended more than my home, you mended my soul. He needs time, but he understands loneliness. Come back to us." Ethan hesitated, then drove to their house. Alex opened the door, his expression a mix of hurt and resignation. "Mom explained. It hurts, man. But I see how happy she is with you. If anyone deserves her, it's you, the guy who's always been there." They embraced, tears flowing. "I'm sorry," Ethan whispered. Alex nodded. "Just promise me, no more secrets." Sophia appeared, her eyes shining. "We've all deserved more," she said, pulling them both into a hug. In time, wounds healed. Ethan and Sophia's love grew openly, a testament to second chances. Alex stood by them, his friendship with Ethan evolving into something deeper, a chosen family. Willow Creek whispered their story through the leaves, of gratitude turning to passion, betrayal to forgiveness, and hearts finding home in the unexpected. Their life together was powerful, not in grand gestures, but in quiet moments. Sophia reading poetry to Ethan by the fire, Alex joining them for holidays, laughter filling the air. Ethan realized that sometimes, more than a thank you, meant rewriting destinies, one whisper at a time.